You may have noticed the absence of Cappy, but I'm doing, they're not house projects, working on the car and some lighting, but been busy with that. So we'll get some late night Cappy Chun, not get too far behind. Rushil sent this one, our East Indian agent in the field. And I have to ask, he's like a friend of the show. I think, right? He's a friend of the show. Did I do something to you, Rush? Did I hurt your, what happened? Why did you send me this? Oh, it wasn't that bad. I can't say it's that bad. Let me read his it's not the worst. And my problem with WatchMojo is not the leftist bias, actually. It's just the slop. My standards, especially with AI coming out with documentaries and all that, I'm sick and tired of the faux intellectual lists. Top 7 reasons. I don't even necessarily disagree with a lot of the stuff on the list. It was their analysis, and it's because Donald Trump. Look, and you know what? If I'm to be perfectly practical in my analysis about it, they probably know they're biased to the left. They're not hugely biased to the left. They're milky toast. Look, the Canadian Broadcasting Corporation, right? Don't they do the same thing? They probably know that they got millions of subscribers. They know you can't be a right-leaning website. You got to hate the Trumps. You got to hate the capitalism. Of course, it's Canadian because they say, oh my God, one of the lists here why the American empire is going to fail is because healthcare. Oh my God, they're barbarians for not having free health. Fuck you. Your healthcare is not my concern. It's not my responsibility. Try that. When you get the ethical argument around I am entitled to other people's labor to pay for my health care, you let me know when that happens. And it's so mainstream media. That's what struck out to me is the production value is high. But it's just your standard center of left. We know better. We're not those radical SF. We're sensible. We're correct. We're the mainstream media. What do you mean there's no food? So it wasn't necessarily the list. It's another top 10 list done by a mainstream media, internet, young company, media content entity. Oh my God. Yeah, I got it. The first 8 reasons you hate Trump. We got it. You don't like Trump. We understand. We understand. And none of these social scientists or social commentators, predictors, the U.S. Yeah, not to slam on the guy. No, that's a wrong one because we didn't know we'd just print our way out of it. All these Dow Jones 50,000, NASDAQ 72,000, all these predictions, they're always wrong. You're going to predict an empire is going to collapse. And then you realize, oh, actually, I know what they're doing. They're creating product they're creating entertainment that sells. That's what they're doing. It's not my entertainment. Maybe I'm just old and jaded and experienced enough to realize this is oh my God. Top general. Oh, serious stuff. Look, we have a globe on the television. It's rotating. The nightly news. Serious stuff. Fuck off. Yeah. The news wasn't right back in the 80s. It wasn't right in the 90s. The modern day, it's not, you're not right now. Although they are right about some things, but. So Rush says, Dear Cleary, could you react to WatchMojo's video about the top 10 reasons why the American empire will fail? Sincerely, Rush. I can't do video reactions anymore because too many people get copyright strikes. That whole Google is like a bipolar trophy wife from the suburbs from rich parents. You never know what's going to fly off the handle. Oh, you could use that. That's fair use. Oh, no, copyright strike. What's his name? The real life fake wizard. Disney just struck down everything. So I am not going to do live video reactions anymore. Sorry, that's the world we live in. Stop voting Democrat. Stop voting for the people that are anti-free speech. Stop voting for the corpos who want to like not produce a good quality product at a fair price, but just say, see, we slapped up some pride flag symbols on this product. 73% increase in price. Buy it now. All right. Could you react? So I listened to it painfully. And this is from 10 to number 1. And like I said, some of these are fine. I mean, they're true. Overextended military. Fuck off, pay for your own military. Maybe I'll do a short response to this. You do know our military is what half at least backs up the world reserve currency, right? Never mind. Internet hacking risk. Apparently, China's been trying to hack the United States power grid and all these other systems. No kidding, really? Okay. I'm kind of curious what country does not have that risk. Breakdown on treaties? Breakdown on treaties. That we're not honoring treaties anymore. I don't remember that one. 7 healthcare, of course. They just said, "Oh my God, America is so obsolete, so behind the curve." Says the country that has not grown. Its economy has not grown since you got rid of Stephen Harper. Please, Canada should not lecture the world about anything. Please just shut up. Please just be quiet. Because we don't have free health care, which we kind of actually do. It's called Obamacare, and there's a bunch of other programs. It is 17% GDP. You're right. We should get rid of the public part of the healthcare and just have private healthcare all around. See what happens. Let's get rid of insurance companies. You can only pay cash. See what happens. Nonprofits can raise the money for more serious surgeries. Let's see what happens. Yeah, because the Canadian look just it's rich. Canada lecturing the United States about our military and our healthcare system. Hey, why don't you go stand in some more lines? 6, education decline. That's true. That's true. But they kind of grasp at straws. They say, "Well, we don't know why education because shitty teachers, shitty parents, shitty schools." That really that's what it is. No dads, would you like it simpler? They say, "Oh, it's smartphones. It was the disease." No. It's shitty parents, shitty teachers, shitty schools. You don't spank your kids no more. We don't hold them up to discipline. What was it? San Francisco? Was it specifically for black kids? If I remember the article correctly, they got rid of I think they just started giving out A's. Somebody look that up. Don't quote me on it. I think it was racially motivated and they just started giving away A's. Am I wrong? Or, you know what it could have been? Could have been some bullshit article. But they've had great inflation since forever. Yes, the education going down, that's bad. Geez, I wonder if we should just teach kids some trades and get them out of school by the 8th grade instead of teaching them, men can have periods, you know. Debt. They blame Trump on that. And they're not exactly wrong. He did increase it during the disease. There were other presidents who did. Did you blame Obama? Oh, no. Hey, how's that national debt looking over at Canada under Trudeau? Oh, I wonder how that's going on. That one we could totally see. Yeah. Oh, was it the treaties with the tariffs? I think that's what it was. By the way, you could just blame everything on Trump's tariffs now. That toenail fungus, Trump's tariffs. Yes, debt is very high. Again, rich. What is Canada's debt to GDP? I mean, you had those higher taxes. Did you at least pay down your debt? Oh, not wait. Oh, okay. I What is it? Just tell me what the debt accounted for 60 of the nominal debt. No, something's wrong here. Something's wrong. What is this? No, I don't believe that. I do not believe that. I don't believe it. 107%. Yeah. Okay, 107, 123. You're a little bit better than us. A little bit better than us. You're not wrong. That's that of all the reasons, that's the main one. Education, I'd say, is pretty close. Erosion of democratic norms. Oh, you mean like Democrats cheating in elections, huh? Allowing illegal people to vote. Is that voterless, no ID for voting? Like that stuff? Erosion of Democrat norms. What do you mean norms? Like there's elections, right? If you don't like the Republicans, vote them out. Oh, you mean you don't like his Trump again? Trump. You don't like his decrees. Oh, you know, like Joe Biden part. I don't want to get into the Me Tooism, and you're right. It would be nice. It would be nice if we didn't have decrees. We just had a Congress that worked. It would be really nice if we had statesmen and not politicians. But no, that's I like seeing the decrees. Fuck the Democrats. Fuck you people. Yeah, I know. I know they can use it on us. Oh, like they did before. Oh, okay. And then we'll use our judges in the federal courts to slow it down. And then nothing will happen. Decline in world reserve currency status. Tell me one that's going to replace it. I thought China was on its way to doing it, and I looked at their debt problem. Like, no. Political polarization. Yeah. Instigated by who? Leftists in the public schools, K through college. You should hate men. You should hate white people. You're entitled to free shit. Follow your heart. Money will follow. Who said that? This is just so tight. I don't even know why I'm responding to the inauthenticity or intellectual dishonesty of these. And then economic inequality. Yep. Maybe. And you know what? Normally I tell you to go fuck yourself. Normally I would. But the way employers have been treating employees especially the past 10 years, wasn't that fair to begin with way back in the day. But they make it damn near impossible to get a job. That's up there with the top three: debt, education, and it's impossible to get a job. Back in the day, economic inequality was for lazy people to bitch and whine that other people worked harder than them. I'm aware of rich trust fund babies like Trudeau, right? Your Nepo baby, right? I don't like nepotism. I generally don't like rich kids because they're assholes. Every once in a while, I'll meet one. I mean, I give them a fair shot. But back in the day, it was like that guy. Bob has $5. Jimmy has $3. Bob is a capitalist rat bastard and needs to be shot. No, not in the olden days. Nowadays, though, yeah. Who requires college education to have an entry-level job? Oh, that's right, Democrats. What are corporations? Aren't most corporations head up by Democrats now? No, they're the ones posting fake job. Oh, okay. Just all empires fail. Nearly all of them are people get it's the Heinlein cycle. Is that it? It's the good times create weak men. That's all it is. That's all it is. The things listed in this list are symptoms of that: inflation, debt, declining standards, entitlement, envy. The American empire, all empires fail. All of them do. And it will be because of generally laziness and sloth, which the left is the political party of parasitism. I don't mean to sound like this Bible thumping Christian again. It just has a hate boner for the left. I'm getting sick and tired of treating them like they're some kind of serious political party, or you guys give a fuck about your future or your people. You're just a bunch of fucking slave traders who want to go and enslave your own people so that you don't have to work a real job. And maybe you get to be a political analyst, or maybe you get to be a politician. Nowhere in the history of the world does being lazy and not working work. Nowhere did printing off money work, and nowhere did envy of the productive and the hard and the hardworking and the industrious. You have me now. Past 10 years, you got me now that I'd be going after corporations if I was president. Be like, yeah, you're not going to require bachelor's degrees for a non-living wage job. Yeah, universities like Trump cutting the funding or like I'm all for that. Saying, "No, we're gonna take that money from Harvard and give it to trade school." Now, I don't know if that went through or if that was just a threat. That's exactly what should fucking happen. Take from the rich and give to the poor, right, Canada? Hmm. So thank you, Rush. Thank you for the painful endeavor. Let's go to the super chats. Dre, $2. Cappy's working on his high bid Prius and Mini Cooper. No, I'm not working on that. I'm working on an old car. And everything, when you take it apart, falls apart. And then you got to go find a new part, but they don't make the old parts for the old car. So you got to jerry rig it with some kind of like, yeah, this is high temperature rubber. This won't melt in the engine bay. Lots of hose clamps. Mojo vids are like a virus they take over your feed. I think they're brilliant strategy. I think they got more than 2 million subscribers. It's working. They're doing it right. They're getting clickbaity, you know. I just can see through it. It's like watching CNBC on news, you know, financial coverage. I'm like, oh, is that the thing that happened? Are we going to talk about price to sales and EBITDA again? Yeah, fuck depreciation. Who needs that? Ass bucket, $2. Canada can't handle their own wildfires. Yeah, isn't this like a second year you guys have had that now? Didn't was it a bunch of female firefighters? Did they either had to be rescued or they started a fire in a training exercise? Was there any veracity to that article? Journey, Trials, and Joys, $5. Does it feel like we are on course for a collapse? Maybe the libtards will love common sense. That no, we're what I predicted 20, 25 years ago. We're going to slowly decay. And I said, like France, and we're going to end up becoming like a Brazil. Even in my book, I got it right here. That would no, A World Without Men. I predict we're going to just slowly decay into a solid mid-tier second world country like Slovakia. What are the other ones? Like $17,000 a year in GDP. Today's dollars, maybe a little, maybe 18,000 with inflation. Yeah, so I don't think necessarily a collapse, just a slow, inexorable decay. Enjoy the decline. I'm right. Debt went up, labor force participation rate going down. Let me guess, if we just print off more money and help people buy their balls, then maybe people will go and do the right thing. Major Minor, $5. Parasites of the world unite. Yeah, that's all it is. I don't want to work. That's it. It's nothing clever. It's nothing nuanced. It's just lazy people don't want to work, and they'll come up with the most fantastical of reasons. Well, I have fibromyalgia. I can't possibly work. And then once again, all that mental illness claim. Why is it when everyone has a mental disorder, right? You think it's skewed 50-50. 50% of the time they be super nice or super productive or workaholics. No, everyone discovers drugs, video games in Nebraska at that time. Everyone's lazy, right? If you truly wackadoo, you're like, oh my God, I got to work. I got a mental illness. Oh, but I got to work. Wow, you guys are really good at video games and also not finding jobs. All right, that's it. Questions, answers, Asshole Consulting. I'll see you guys later. Toodles.